Welcome to Cape Chronicle. I'm Jacob McClellan. The city of Cape Girardeau purchased land from Southeast Missouri State University late last year to build a new business park. Here to talk about this is Cape Girardeau City Manager Scott Meyer. Scott, thank you so much for your time.
It's always good to be here.
Now, the city purchased this 250 acres from Southeast Missouri State University for about $6 million. And the idea is to use this to develop business. Why is this something that the city needs?
Well, since I've been here almost 4 years now, we've on a few occasions have had people interested in doing some business development in the city, and we just weren't able to come up with land for them. Worked with a lot of private developers, and sometimes it's just not able to work out. This would give us land that we could use to develop a park with infrastructure around it to continue to build the business base in the future.
Now, are you talking about not being able to attract new businesses to town, or businesses that are already here that we're looking to expand?
Well, the most recent one was a pretty large business that was already in Southeast Missouri, but wanted to relocate. They needed a new place, and they were liking the business environment in Cape Girardeau, but they just couldn't find property. They ended up locating still in Southeast Missouri, which is good for us. We're glad that it did locate in Southeast Missouri, but it wasn't in Cape, and so and this has been going on for a while. The property we had before out by the industrial park was within a floodplain, or levee protected, and businesses just don't want to insure in those areas. So this allows us to really be an attractor of business.
Well, what types of businesses are you looking to bring to this new business park?
Well, we're studying it a little bit, but I think some of the naturals are, some kind of distributorships that because of the location near the interstate and our location in the Midwest make a lot of sense. Transportation is important for that. And then I think also businesses that could partnership with technology and maybe with the university or with others that are already here and expand that base. Are others, with our healthcare field. Maybe there's also some people that would do some kind of research or technical work around our healthcare industry. So what we're really looking to do is take the assets that we have and then expand those, because that's where people have been successful in the past.
Now, as far as the land is right now, are there still any improvements that need to be made before businesses can start moving in?
Well, there's a new road out there. Veterans Memorial Drive is in place, and then we have in our new capital improvement plan a water and sewer improvement that makes about half of the land then very accessible and very ready to go.
Now, at the last couple of city council meetings, there's been discussions about eliminating the Board of Examiners. First, could you kind of explain what that board does and why the city is interested in perhaps dissolving a volunteer board?
All right. Well, the Board of Examiners, applicants who want to do business in our city who don't currently have a license, or they have a license somewhere else, they have to have a license to do different things like an electrician or a plumber or an HVAC person. And so they need a license to work in our city.
This is primarily trades.
Primarily trades. And so they apply to the board to either have reciprocity from other cities where they already have a license, or to take the test. And so they look at their experience and say, yeah, that seems like relevant experience or not. And so that's been their role. They've done a good job of that. We didn't look out to try to say, oh wow, let's see if we can get rid of a board. Actually, what brought it up was we have a board that currently we can't fill all the positions, and our charter says that you limit the amount of terms a member can have. We've extended some of those beyond what the charter says, and so really with the charter's intent that you don't have the same people, which could be kind of looked at as, well, that's the good old boy network, just continue to run something. We really went to them and asked for solutions. They went out and tried to find some more people, but we still haven't been able to find that. So we felt like one of the only other solutions would be to bring it in internally. And we checked a lot of other cities do that too. Some don't. Some still have a board, but some our size and bigger, some smaller, have it internally. Staff looks at it and then approve it, and then they still have to go take the test. They still have to either take the test or have the reciprocity, so it's not them actually giving the test or anything. And then And then we also put in place a Board of Appeals if someone thinks that those people don't meet those requirements, or if they don't like the decision, then they can go to our Board of Appeals, which is an advisory committee, and appeal the decision of staff. So it still has that done, but staff is able to take care of most of the work. We do a lot of the background checking for the existing board.
Now, if somebody's watching this right now and thinking perhaps they'd be interested in volunteering on the Board of Examiners, what is it that they should do?
Well, you can contact the city clerk. You can call our city phone number or get on our website. Also, it's on our website where you can apply, www.cityofcape.org, and use that. Now, then there are requirements. This is a board that takes expertise to be able to look at other people's experience. So many of them have expertise. Some of them are just at large, but we haven't had a hard time filling that slot. It's been ones that currently hold a license that are the hard ones to fill. Those folks are busy. They got businesses they're running, and they want to keep those vibrant, and we understand that.
Now, last year, the Missouri Supreme Court ruled that individuals don't have to pay local sales taxes on vehicles that are purchased out of state. What does this mean to Cape Girardeau, and what does it mean to local auto dealers here?
Well, I think the point you make about the local auto dealers is really the concerning one. Local auto dealers are really put at a disadvantage. I don't know if you've seen in your mailbox, but I've gotten a few where people from across the state line are saying, "Oh, come over to our dealership and you'll pay less money than you would if you bought locally there in Missouri or in Cape Girardeau, and save thousands of dollars on your tax." Well, you know, that's worrisome for our businesses right here in Cape Girardeau, that they kind of are put at an unfair advantage. And it's unfair for us particularly because we're so close already to the state line. So that's a real concern for us. Yeah, there's some loss of city revenue from that tax, but my first concern is for those businesses that are right here that run great car dealerships in our city, and we'd like to continue to support them.
We've been talking to Cape Girardeau City Manager Scott Meyer. Scott, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Always is.